Hey guys, don't be grim because I'm Dreary, and today we are going to be talking about Gamers Nation. I'm pretty sure that if you're either in the gacha community or the art rant community, you've probably heard his name a while back when everyone, including myself, was talking about him. He's a gacha tuber with over 150,000 subs, and a while ago he got into a bit of trouble. You see, he makes these types of videos with odd thumbnails and titles that are really sexualized. And because he used gacha and his videos were quote unquote for 13 plus, his videos with very provocative titles and thumbnails were being seen by kids. Now, if you already know this, why am I bringing it up? Because in June of this year, he lost his channel. It seemed like YouTube was finally listening to advice that creators and watchers alike were giving it. It seemed like this YouTuber did not deserve their platform. From big name creators like Nani to Galaxy is Okay to more small YouTubers, it seemed like the community was coming together to make sure that that type of content that was aimed towards kids was finally being abolished from YouTube. And then, around July, he got his channel back. The guy that used Gacha, an app made and aimed at kids to make clickbait thumbnails and titles that contained NSFW content. A guy that was taking advantage of children's curiosity and lack of maturity to get clicks on what he, as an adult, knows was disgusting. The guy who was constantly making thumbnails that went against YouTube's own community guidelines that YouTube is supposed to uphold got his channel back. So, you're saying I can't curse in my videos or else I'll get it demonetized, but a full-grown adult can make provocative content for kids and gets nothing more than a slap on the wrist? Now, I know that you might be thinking, obviously, if he got called out, lost his channel, and then somehow got it back, he would be able to see that what he was doing was wrong. I mean, look at the thumbnail of his apology video. It even says that he hears us. And during the video, he explains what he went through, from death threats about his content, losing his channel that he dropped out of school for, and getting it back, and promising to change. He promised that all sexual and provocative thumbnails and content and titles would be completely gone. And for the first couple of videos, you could have argued that, oh no, it's just people taking it out of context. It isn't sexual. It isn't provocative. Well, that changed very quickly. Now, obviously, if he didn't know before that what he was doing was wrong, then he would change. No, he did not. In fact, all he does for his new content is make it even more obvious that it's NSFW, and put this in the description. Disclaimer, the thumbnail has nothing to do with any sexual behaviors or implement that it has nothing to do with gacha or gacha life videos. It just shows an aggressive boyfriend holding his girlfriend to show the meaning of gacha tomboy content. Yes, I did get that from the, grabbing video. So that's why the end is a bit different. But he puts that in, and you're trying to convince everyone that this stuff definitely isn't made for younger people. And to prove this even further with his amazing disclaimers, he puts this in his channel's description. Disclaimer, my channel is not for kids. Neither was it ever intended to be. Yeah, you're not fooling anyone by saying that. From the game you play to your uneducated titles. I mean, look at this. Look at this. What? Do you even know what Crohn's disease is? It's a bowel disease. You can get that by looking up what is Crohn's disease. That's about the farthest thing away from being a hot. That's next to Pluto, for my sanity's sake. And besides, with titles like this and thumbnails like that, you cannot say that your content is not provocative. You cannot say that it is not a gacha. You're lying to both your audience and yourself. at this point. But not only is he refusing to take the blame and take responsibility of his actions by hiding behind the fake and faulty disclaimers and his fragile ego, he won't even let people call him out on his BS in the comments. In fact, when people asked him to stop and to leave the gacha community because he made such vile content, that it was taking apart the good part of the gacha community and making people only see the toxic part, he would respond by asking them to leave. He wouldn't even try and prove his point that it wasn't NSFW. He asked them to leave. Now that's what I want to point out. Not that other people are asking him to leave, but that he didn't try to prove that it wasn't NSFW content. Now, if you thought that someone was unjustly accusing you of something you wouldn't do, or didn't do, wouldn't you retaliate? Wouldn't you try and defend your honor? I know I would. So why didn't he? Well, that's because he knows what he's doing is wrong. He's just making his content for clout and fake internet points and money, but that doesn't work because you're getting demonetized, because at least YouTube's doing something. And to step down in an even lower level, he was trying to use the "if you don't like it, don't watch it" excuse, ignoring the problems of the world won't make them go away, ignoring that you're making gross content for kids, and that is bringing the gacha community even further into the depths of Tartarus, because kids will now think that this type of content is acceptable, doesn't make what you're doing okay. Now, every YouTuber tends to get hate in their comments, and comments telling him to quit, so I might be pointing out the outliers in this equation, right? No, not really. All that you need to do to see what the community thinks is check out the like to dislike ratio, and that's kind of alarming. My advice to Gamers Nation would be to hear both YouTube commentary community and his own viewers and stop. You already lost your channel once, and I would not be surprised if you lose it again by the way you've been going. While I don't agree with your content or the way you've held yourself on your own YouTube channel, that doesn't mean you can't change for the better and manage to hold on to the fragile, dying grasps of your career. You can still save your channel. You just have to stop. Hey, congratulations! You made it to the end of the video! Why don't you celebrate by clicking that like button and subscribing if you're new around here. I don't do many videos like this, but I am planning on doing a bit more if I can catch on to art drama earlier on, or if the people who are being controversial continue to be controversial. But that's all for today's video, and I hope to see you guys next time. See ya!